All right, let's talk about a classic college crossroads, sociology or communications. I mean, it's a choice that really trips up a lot of students, right? And it makes sense. Both fields dig into the super fascinating world of how we all interact, but they come at it from totally different angles. So if you're wrestling with this decision, you are in exactly the right place. We're going to break it all down and help you figure out which path feels right for you. So, does this sound like you? You're torn, right? Part of you is just fascinated by the huge invisible forces that shape our society. But then, another part of you just loves the art of storytelling, of crafting a message that really connects with people. Yeah, trying to pick between those two? It's tough. But that's exactly what we're here to do. Untangle it all. Okay, so here's how we're going to tackle this. This is our game plan, and it's based on a really fantastic guide from the Sociology Coach. We'll start by defining the fields, then we'll get into the core differences, think theory versus practical skills. After that, we'll look at actual career paths for both, and wrap it all up with a guide to help you figure out which one just clicks for you. All right, first things first. Before we dive into the deep end, we've got to get our definitions straight. I mean, to really understand the choice we're making here, we all need to be on the same page about what these two majors are actually all about. So let's start with sociology. Think of it like this. Sociology is all about zooming way out to see the big picture. It's kind of like being a detective for society. Sociologists use scientific methods to investigate all those invisible forces that shape our lives. Everything from the dynamics inside a single family to the huge, complex webs of global inequality. At the end of the day, it's all about uncovering the why behind what we do and how our world is put together. Now, communications, it takes a different approach. It kind of zooms in on the message itself. So if sociology is asking why society is built a certain way, communications is asking how we create meaning within that society. It's all about the study of transmitting, receiving, and interpreting information. And that could be anything, really, from a face-to-face conversation to a viral TikTok campaign or even a big primetime news broadcast. Okay, so you see, they both explore how we interact with each other, but the way they do it, totally different. And this, right here, is where we get to the absolute core of the decision. The big split between theory and practical, hands-on skills. Let's dig in. And this right here really lays it all out perfectly. On one side, you've got sociology, which is all about the why. The focus is on understanding society's big structures and problems, and the tools are things like research, surveys, interviews, and statistical analysis. Then, on the other side, you've got communications, the how. Here, the focus is all on creating effective messages and engaging with an audience. The tools, they're much more practical, things like writing, media production, and strategic planning. See the difference? One is about analyzing, the other is about creating. All right, now for the part I know you've been waiting for. Let's talk jobs. What can you actually do with these degrees? A degree in sociology gives you such a unique lens to view the world, and that opens up some really fascinating and impactful career paths. Okay, let's kick things off with a career that might actually surprise you, data scientist. I know, it sounds like a pure tech role, but at its heart, data science is about finding the human story hidden inside all those numbers. It's about analyzing massive data sets to find patterns that help organizations make smarter decisions. So why are sociology majors so good at this? Well, it's because they aren't just number crunchers. They come to the table with serious training in statistical analysis and research design. But even more importantly, they have a deep understanding of human behavior. So they don't just see that a trend is happening in the data, they can help figure out why it's happening. And that insight, that's everything. Okay, another really powerful career path for sociology grads is in law enforcement, so working as police officers and detectives. And this just makes so much sense when you think about it. Sociology provides this absolutely essential foundation for doing policing well and fairly. Having a deep understanding of community dynamics, knowing about social problems and biases, and having that cultural sensitivity, all of that helps officers build trust and really work with the diverse communities they serve, not just in them. Okay, let's switch gears. We've seen the sociology side. Now let's jump over and explore the world of communications careers. With a toolkit that's all about crafting and delivering powerful messages, these grads are in super high demand in just about every industry you can think of. So a really classic and still totally vital role for a communications major is the public relations specialist. You've probably heard it called PR. And this is a perfect example of that practical, hands-on work we were talking about. PR specialists are basically the strategic storytellers for a company or an organization. They're managing the public image, dealing with the media, and yep, even leading the charge during a crisis. It's all about getting the right message to the right audience at the right time. All right, now for a job that really shows you just how fast this field is changing. The social media manager. I mean, think about it. This job barely even existed 20 years ago. And today, it's absolutely central to how pretty much every business connects with the world. A social media manager is literally the voice of a brand online. It's this cool blend of creativity, coming up with awesome content, and strategic thinking, like developing marketing plans and digging into the data to see what's working. It's really about building and taking care of a community, one post, one reply at a time. Okay, so we've defined the fields, we've looked at some pretty cool careers. Now we get to the big question. Which one is the right fit for you? And this decision guide, which comes to us from the Sociology Coach, is a fantastic tool to help you figure that out. So take a look. Over on the left, you see Choose Sociology if you. Are you passionate about tackling social problems? Do you actually enjoy research and digging into statistics? If that sounds like you, sociology might be your thing. Now look over to the right. Choose Communications if you. Are you a creative person? Do you love to write or make videos? Are you drawn to fast-paced fields like marketing or PR? If you're nodding your head, then communications is probably a great fit. It really boils down to this. Are you more interested in analyzing the system, or are you more interested in crafting the message? But here's something really important to remember no matter what. Your major doesn't lock you in for life. It's a starting point, not a final destination. Seriously, both of these degrees will give you incredibly valuable skills, like critical thinking, analysis, and communication, that you can take into so many different industries. You can even double major or get a minor and get the best of both worlds. So at the end of the day, the choice really comes down to your passions and what you see for your future. I really hope this breakdown has helped give you some clarity so you can move forward with confidence. But hey, what questions do you still have about majoring in sociology or communications? Go ahead and drop them in the comments. We'd love to keep the conversation going.